Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another evening of 30 NSG. I am 30 and Still Gaming, and on today's episode, we're going to be playing some Division 2. We've been haven't played in about 3 weeks, I think, about now. The last Manhunt, Sarge is joining me, and we're going to jump on in, play a little bit of the Division. What's going on, Gaming Fire? YouTube Lurker, what's going on? Travis? Sarge, can you hear me?
Yep.
I've got what you want, Agent.
So let's see. We got Manhunt. The cursed is got to do. Call Washington D.C. All the activities down below. 3 control points, 1 bounty, and 1 public execution. Off my ass.
Am I coming into your game?
Yeah. I haven't played this since the last time we played it, which is what, like 3 weeks ago or something like that? Played it at all?
Don't believe so.
I've been playing a lot more Hell Let Loose as of late.
Well, because now you have a reason to.
Yeah, you just get on, and when I go into the clan, they like I'm getting on, and everyone's like, "Oh, all right." All of a sudden, we have a whole group.
A clan member has joined your team.
The other night I was playing, I swear to God, I was like a magnet towards mortars, man. No matter where I was, I would get directly hit with a mortar. It wouldn't land around me; it'd land on top of me.
Yeah, I don't understand how that works. Got a weird system. The already.
Hunters in Constitution Hall.
Game Empire says, I don't get it. Redfall, 4K, 30 frames per second, Series X, Series S, 1440 by 30 and 30 frames. Yeah, I think I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. I mean, we could talk about it tonight, but I'm going to talk about it tomorrow a little bit.
Civilians in distress.
I mean, it goes what I've been saying the entire time, but nobody hears me. You know what I mean? I don't want to say no one wants to listen, but nobody wants to hear me.
What do you hear you about what?
Well, it doesn't matter if the game is ready or not, right? Like Redfall coming out, it's going to be 30 frames per second when it comes out, and that's the whole point. The whole point of Game Pass is it doesn't matter if the game is ready or not. It's coming on to Game Pass, and they'll fix it later. That's what Game Pass is. If people want to take that as a dig towards Game Pass or what, that's what it is.
Civilians in danger. Reinforcements incoming.
Oh. Me over there.
Vital signs critical.
God, that guy's a shot and a half back there, huh? Come on, David. What am I missing? Jesse, Hellspawn, what's going on? Oh God, a big drone. Out the door.
Friendly drone going up.
The hell hit me from behind?
Serious trauma detected. Agent out of
Okay, I'm done.
civilians in danger.
I think people should stop putting the name Fall inside their titles of a game. Every time Babylon's Fall. What was the other game that had Fall in it? I mean, Fallout 76. There was another game with Fall.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Stay the fuck away. Open fire.
Keep an eye on each other.
Over there. They're coming at us.
Civilians in
Cover.
distress.
Got you. Found him.
I'm sorry. What hit me?
One less to worry about.
We can do this.
Where did he go?
Sneaking up on me. Over there.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Yeah, lead guy off to our right. Left, sorry. I'll read what you guys are saying in chat in just a second.
You don't own.
Civilians in danger.
Someone cover me. Need to reload. Over there. They're coming at us. Cover.
One more guy way in the back over there.
Count on me.
Can't find the target.
One more. Oh, I thought he was inside.
Civilians in distress.
Dude's hiding inside the house. He's like, I'm not coming out.
Supply room access unlocked.
Oh, let me restate that, Dave. Titanfall was great. You're absolutely correct. But Titanfall wasn't a live service game. Let me put that stipulation in the front. A live service game with the name Fall in it.
Is it really that bad, or is it just people just trying to talk shit about it because it's on Game Pass?
Well, I think that's a little bit has to do with it. I'll be honest. I mean, at least they're being consistent, right? With the 30 frames per second. Like Gotham Knights got shit on because of it. I mean, and I get where people are coming from. You know, they want the new system to have.
Well, let's just be honest. Is Xbox Series X a new generation system? If everything's 30 frames per second, then what's the difference?
Right.
Load times?
There's a lot
Is
of
that it?
well, there's a lot of I'm going to talk about it tomorrow. I brought up the website and it has a list of games that are, you know, boosted frames per second instead. And it says up to 120 frames per second, but at the same time, you know, this is a first party title now, or is it? Do you know what I mean? And they said that it's not going to be at 60 frames per second at launch, meaning the game's not ready, right? And that goes into another conversation about Game Pass, where Game Pass is it doesn't matter if the game is ready or not. They already delayed it. We're 2 weeks out, right? We're 2 weeks out, and all of a sudden now they tell us it's at 30 frames per second, even though they've been showing 60 frames per second because they've been showing the PC version of the game. So it almost seems like a really dirt move. You know? You got public execution at the bottom you go to.
Civilians in distress.
I think there's one right here.
I guess I'll play Redfall on my PC. I mean, if you have Game Pass and you're on PC, I guess it would be better to play it there, right?
Incoming hostiles detected.
Behind us.
I'm on with Mike.
Hit! Right there!
What the hell?
Guys, down the way.
Down the side! Get back!
Shit! We lost one!
I'm gonna move.
Well, the hostage died, so we're not going to get the bounty.
You need to leave us alone!
There's 2 hostages there.
No, one died.
Last of 'em.
Better move on before more show up.
I guess we'll just go further south and redo it again.
Glad you came along.
Well, that wasn't the thing anyway, so
It's not like it's the thing, it's just you need to get public execution. And if you don't save them both, then it doesn't count.
nice, Travis. It's like they're being almost set up for a fall. This is the same company that released Game of the Year Deathloop with 60 performance mode. Redfall
I
needed
don't-
more
I don't
time, but
understand
Microsoft
why-
needs the Pathfinder. Right? Right, Lurker. And
I don't-
that's my whole point, though. Go ahead, Sarge, what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't understand what the discussion you're going to have in the chat anymore. The facts have laid out. The problem with Game Pass is the pressure to release a game that is complete is now gone. So I can release a game in any state, and you have to deal with it. And then those people who want to keep being nonchalant about it just say, it's no big deal, it's on Game Pass, they'll
Right.
fix it.
Right.
But the problem is you have no more obligation to release something proper.
Right.
Zero obligation.
Because here it is. If the game doesn't get let's say Redfall comes out and they say 60 frames down the road, but let's say Redfall doesn't get the pop circumstance that they want it to get. Why put the time into 60 frames?
Additional hostiles.
Right?
And they won't.
They don't need to.
Then they'll use the excuse.
Right.
Then they'll use the excuse because you guys don't like it. We don't have to spend time on it.
Right.
It all falls on you.
And instead of you work the game until it's done. Once the game is done, then you can release it 60 frames, 120 frames, whatever frame. But they don't have. They're like, no, we need to get it out. We need to get it out ASAP. We'll work on it later.
They're going to use you as the excuse. They will use the actual customer as the excuse why they didn't put it for 60 frames. They're like, well, they didn't support it enough, so we don't have to do it. You didn't buy it because you didn't support it. That's the whole reason. That's the reason. You didn't do your job.
Right.
You didn't release a AAA product. You just released a game in any condition you felt like, because reasons, because Game Pass. It's a joke.
Despite Gotham Knights being a great game, or very at least a good game. No, Gotham Knights was a good game, but again, that's third party, right? We're talking first party titles on the Xbox. And I understand that they spent $7 billion to buy Bethesda, and want to get that bounty up there? Yeah, might as well, right?
Nope.
The first party titles, they bought this first party title, right? 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and now it's coming out, and it's not at the standard yet, right? They're putting it out there because, one, they've already promised that it's coming to Game Pass. They delayed it already once, and yet it's still not complete. Still not complete, really. G9 hardware targets 60 frames per second, support RTX, and had a full 4K output. Doesn't mean the game supports 4K, just that it can output it. The SSD is also basically a G9 requirement. Regardless of what they've said that up to 120 frames per second. And yet less and less games that come out. We're in year 3 of this system. And we have yet to see the potential of what the 120 frames per second,
Friendly supply convoy detected.
Right, Lurker. What started saying. That's what I've been saying. It doesn't matter if the game is great, good, if you're having fun. They just need to put stuff on Game Pass, and this is my whole argument over year after year, that they can't sustain it. We've already seen the outline of what this looks like in the movie formats with the streaming services.
That's your target.
There. It's like, why don't you just be up front, though? You know what I mean? Like, why don't they say it, like, months in advance? Oh, we're only going to do 30. Not 2 weeks before. 2 weeks before looks a little shady, doesn't it?
Right, because you would know if it's already going to be there or not. You would know. It's not a guess. You're not guessing whether or not you're going to have 60 frames per second. You know.
on. I got a little bit more. Okay. Down.
Target neutralized. Good work. Cleaning up the streets one bad guy at a time. Nicely done, Sheriff.
I'm gonna end up sounding like a broken record every time we talk about
Every
anything
time.
about Game Pass because it's the same.
Every time.
It's like there's no discussions. I don't understand. There's no more discussions. I don't have, as a company, if I'm not obligated to release a game proper, if I'm not obligated to do so, why would I? What's my risk, right? You have to buy
Right.
the game, right? You're going to buy the game, and if you're paying for Game Pass already, then it's just another title coming down the thing you don't care about because you're already paying for Game Pass.
Right.
Because in your mind, you've already established, oh, it has value, so it doesn't matter to me because I get all these games every month. But every new game that comes onto Game Pass is broken, unfinished, not complete, and we have to wait for it to be complete, and then they get to use the excuse that you didn't support it, so we didn't do this, or we didn't do that because it wasn't popular enough. No, you didn't release a proper game. It's got nothing to do with me. Is the game complete? Is the game released the way it's supposed to be released? No, that's not on me.
Here,
That's on you.
This is what it says on their official site. Right? Obviously, words for everything. So, on then. Okay, so the fastest, the most powerful Xbox ever, true 4K gaming, up to 120 frames per second, 8K HDR, high dynamic, up to. Right?
Up to.
So then it says, optimized for Xbox Series XX, games built with the Xbox X and S development kit showcase significantly reduced load times and stunning visuals at up to 120 frames per second. It has a
Great word.
little asterisk next to it. The little asterisk next to it says 4K at up to 120 frames per second, requires support, content, and display used only on Xbox X, and content becomes available. Right? So that's
I got an idea. Why don't you tell your wife or your girlfriend that your dick is up to 8 inches? Right? See how that works for you. See how that works for you. My dick is up to 8 inches.
Right, so
I'm tired of listening to this crap, dude.
It says the Xbox Series X delivers sensational smooth frame rate of up to 120 frames per second with the visual pop of HDR. Immerse yourself with a sharper character, brighter worlds, and impossible details, and true to life 4K. Now here's a good thing. What it says, this is how you can get the thing here, right? To get 120 frames per second, it says set up your 4K gaming at 120 hertz on Xbox Series X. First off, you have to have an Xbox Series X console, okay, chat? Then you have to have an ultra high speed HDMI cable that supports HDMI 2.1, and then you have to have a TV that supports HDMI 2.1. To enable 4K gaming at 120 frames per second, press the Xbox button to open up the guide and select Profile System, Settings, General, TV Display Options, and make sure your resolution's at 4K UHD and your refresh rate's at 120 hertz, right? So you could get it, but they're just not giving it to you, right?
That's a lot. That's a big list, bro.
Right?
That's a huge list.
Right? And they have a list of games. They have a list of games here. Let me get to the list. Okay. Consoles. More about the Xbox Series X. And have learn more. I click on the Learn More tab. The optimized games. Okay. Games featuring an optimized for Xbox Series XX icon will showcase unparalleled load times, heightened visuals, and steadier frame rates at up to 120 frames per second. Let me just tell you something.
There's that word again.
There's games that are on the Xbox Series X that don't even hit a 30 consistent 30 frames per second. Okay. These include
but let's give him credit now, bro. Let's give him credit. Does it load faster?
Yes.
It loads faster.
It does load faster.
Thank God. Thank God. Otherwise, there'd be zero reason for me to own it.
It
right?
says
zero reason for me to own this.
These include new titles built natively using the Xbox Series XS development environment, as well as previously released titles that have been rebuilt specifically for Xbox Series XS. Let's see optimized games. I'm going to scroll down to ours here, to Redfall. And Redfall says it doesn't have the checkbox. So it doesn't have the checkbox, and it says it's in development. Okay? There's a lot of games on here that have the check mark. That means that got start delivery, and then it's also optimized. It says optimized for Xbox Series XS list. As developers and publishers continue to take advantage of the true power of Xbox Series XX, we'll regularly update this list with the new games and updates of their capabilities. Okay. So, not optimized to 100 up to 120 frames per second. Trying to throw a grenade into a door where enemies will be coming through. Unfortunately, Redfall, a Starfield, don't interest me, but will be enjoying watching and listening to everyone being disappointed. Take satisfaction in other people's demise. That's what it is. I'm coming to you, Sarge. Hold on. Travel. It's also not even native 4K. 4K plays thanks to upscaling. Right.
Friendly combatants nearby.
Krebsy says, let's take a look at the Xbox as a whole. 343 is in shambles. Fable's having troubles. Xbox Studio made Deathloop and Ghostwire, and both launched on PlayStation 5 and run worse on the Xbox. Is that true? They run worse on the Xbox? I don't know if that's true. I don't know.
Incoming hostiles detected.
My issue is not with if the games are running worse or not. My issue with the whole game on Game Pass is that the games are going to come out, and I've said this for months, if not years, are going to come out regardless if they're ready or not. Right? They're going to come out regardless if they're ready or not.
Combatants detected.
You need to leave us alone. I got the target right here. Look.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Oh, it's behind us.
Friendly combatants nearby.
But is anybody else tired of the release game loop? Is anyone else tired of it? Is everybody else brain dead besides me?
Make game, talk about game, hype up game, delay game, release game, unfinished, broke, buggy, and say, we hear you, we're working on it, thanks for your support.
I mean, it's textbook.
Rinse
It's
and
fucking
repeat.
Textbook.
Rinse and repeat.
And everyone bites it. Goldfish Brain 3 months later. Oh, this is the greatest game ever. It's coming. Okay.
Well, I was having a conversation this morning about how people that, if it wasn't for people like myself or any other person that gives feedback in any way, shape, or form, if it's writing to the company, it's making a video where they could see it or listen to it, giving actual input and testing and alphas and betas, right? People that bitch and complain about why these things aren't working is what makes the game better over time. And a lot of these games that have live service in them become better over time because the people that don't just love the game head over heels, just going, oh, this is amazing. The people that are like, this is not working, this is broke, this is buggy, this is thing. Everyone's like, oh, Just I'm having fun. Like the people that are actually giving criticism make the game better for the people that are blindly loving the game.
Yeah, but if I don't have to sell copies,
Right.
if I'm not obligated, if I don't have to sell copies, the pressure is off for my revenue to be on the copies.
Right.
I have a service. It doesn't matter. Right? Does nobody else see it? A game had to be good to sell the copies. And then for the word to spread and more people to buy the game. Now you don't have to buy the game. You just have to have a service. And the game can be in any condition it wants to be.
Right. Well, Travis,
Just accept it.
Travis, another way is that they make a game broke on purpose so they can keep you coming back to them
Like
to
the
fix it
updates.
as well, to get
Yeah,
updates.
check
Right.
the updates.
Yeah.
Maybe it's better now. Well, the game sucked. Well, maybe it's better now. Okay.
We come back in 6 months. But think about that. That method inside of Game Pass works beautifully, doesn't it?
Of course it does, because I'm busy with other games.
Yep.
I'm not worried about the $70 I just spent on a game that's a POS.
Oh, behind us. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Reinforcements en route.
Wall. Ghost Rider doesn't run terrible on the Xbox, just worse than the PlayStation 5. There aren't real numbers, but PlayStation 5 can hit 60, and the Xbox hits 51. So did they have actual data on that, Krebsy? Like, did Digital Foundry do stuff on that? Is that somewhere to see? Is that your own personal, like, testing it out? I don't know. I'm asking. Yeah, but here's the thing. B. Sarge and I, neither of us are Sony ponies or Xbox lovers.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
There's still a guy behind us? Where the hell is he coming from? They're coming up. God. I'm electrocuted. I'm pissing myself. They're coming around the corner over here. More guys
Fall
coming
back,
in.
Fall back, fall back.
Is that Rogue? Oh, yeah.
Rogues, fall back. Pass. Pin his ass on the right. I'm going for the chain gun.
Fire.
I think she's got the right access, psychology, and skill set to spot them.
Rogue agent detected.
I got one.
Rogue assault turret detected. Hostile assault turret detected. Rogue incinerator turret detected. Hostile
Guy on the right is pinned by my Firefly. Work on the guy on the left.
vital signs critical.
Oh shit! I'm being flamed from behind. Whose turret is that? His or yours?
Gotta be his.
Oh, that's a decoy. Okay, another one down.
Rogue agent eliminated. Supply room access unlocked.
Where'd the third one go down? Okay, I see it.
Behind the car. Game Pass is gonna bankrupt Microsoft. They'll lose so much money, and so will the devs. It won't bankrupt it. It won't bankrupt it. They're okay having a lost leader to get other information from the people that are coming into Game Pass.
It depends on what you mean by go bankrupt. If we think of it this way, if a normal person, okay, only gets a couple of games a year, right, because they're kids, right? They don't buy the games themselves, okay? So then their parents get them Game Pass. So now pretty much you get the membership for the year is an automatic 3 games. Automatic 3 before you buy anything else. So now the 20 million people or 25 plus million people that you have signed up for Game Pass right now are giving you 3 games worth of income before you buy anything.
Right.
So you're setting a new baseline.
Right.
I set the new baseline. And now everybody else that gets Game Pass is an automatic 3 games. And then on top of that, normal guys who go out and buy games anyway, right, who already think that the value of Game Pass is there, they go out and they buy other games. So now they're up to 6 games a year or 7 games a year.
Right.
I don't see bankruptcy. I see them making a better baseline.
Right. Getting Game Pass for the year is already getting you your 3 games financially, and then they already got it up, like, basically up front, and then you're getting microtransactions and any other game on
And
top
plus
of that.
whatever else you guys buy.
Right.
Right? Before we had a real, well, listen, beforehand, we had to rely on people actually buying games that are actually worthwhile, right? How do I sell 3 games to somebody if the games all suck? Well, it's easy. We'll make a system where we can put a bunch of games together and we'll just give them 3 games.
Yep.
Madness, dude. Right? It all sounds great. It all sounds great on paper until you realize that the risk is completely off the developer. Completely off. They can be making turds in a cup, and it wouldn't matter because they still get their cut of Game Pass money.
Is that a party game? Birds in a cup? Is that a co-op game? What kind of game is that?
Well, it's definitely live service.
Live service, turds in a cup. It's like Among Us. It's a new party game. Turds in a cup. You have to figure out who took a shit in the cup. Who is shooting me? Okay.
What better way?
What?
Better way to release to ease off the competition between gaming systems that nobody has to make a proper game? What a great way to take off the pressure off the competitiveness of two giants working and trying to make games. Did you release a good game? Nope. Did you? Nope. But I'm still collecting 60 billion a quarter. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. We're doing fantastic.
Guy behind us? Where's this guy behind us? Oh.
What's the next great news story you're going to talk about? Hey, everyone, look, Redfall came out before Starfield. Awesome. Right? That's like the one truth that they had. You're right. Redfall came out before Starfield. Congratulations.
I just can't understand how people don't see, like, Netflix. There's a ton of stuff, ton of videos on there, movies, documentaries, and for the value for your whatever you're paying for Netflix is a good value, but there's so much trash on that service, right? They can't constantly keep original content coming in at a rate that they're doing on that. And it's easier to make a video or a movie than making a video game. Because you can film a documentary in like a couple weeks, edit it and post it out there. Would you chuck it over the fence early?
Yep. I chucked it over the fence early.
You're a genius, Sarge.
I'll be honest. I thought they were going to make an invisible wall. They weren't going to do it.
All right, settle down there, RoboCop.
That's your target.
Mark Goldman Lehman.
You took out the target. Great work, Agent. You took out another target.
No updates on Schaefer.
Thank you. Just wanted to confirm Bantam's report.
Is he gonna be a problem?
I don't think so. He's too afraid of me to betray me.
I don't know how anyone can be afraid of you.
That's because you've never been on the receiving end of my wrath, Kurt.
That's true. You have saved my life on more than one occasion.
Have you
And think of all the people that have backlogs on games that they have bought and you have not played. Because you don't have the time. Just that's it. You don't have the time.
B, you're not wrong, right? That's exactly what it's like, right? It's exactly like the bargain bin. Sometimes you walk into the bargain bin, right, and you find that movie. You're like, oh damn, I didn't know The Matrix was in the bargain bin. That's a good movie, right? So you pick that up, right? But the rest of the stuff that you had to rummage through to find that in the bin, okay, that's exactly it. But now that's what streaming services are. That's what Netflix is. That's what Disney Plus is. That's what HBO. All of these places, they have all of this stuff, and nothing's really like standout. You know what I mean?
Pick the bounty.
Got the yellow one, right? Yeah. Tide Basin Cursed. Yeah.
I mean, it's how many times are they going to tell you that the game is coming out X and it never comes out X? Like I don't even care anymore. Like I literally don't listen to any game release news at all. I would just rather be pleasantly surprised that I'm just watching some YouTube video or I'm playing some video game and it says out now. Great. Now I know it's out. Like that's it. I don't need to know when it's coming out. I just need to know when it's out.
Right.
And everything else that they talk about is complete and total bullshit. It just is.
Come on, Shifty. It's a mask. That's the mask for that. And then there's I forget what the gun is. Get the exotic cash. Get the backpack. The Ninja Bike Messenger backpack. Sanctum Imperium. Get the relic. Get the. Yeah, that's basically it.
No, no, Papu. No.
Akuta Papa.
No. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done listening to them, man.
How many times
I've
you
been
need to
around too
hear
long.
it? Just one more time. Just one more time. Right.
Put it on. Put it. Are we playing
Oh,
on
you
hard or not? Otherwise, we're gonna walk through this.
Yeah, we can. And
It says challenging, so call for backup or call someone from chat to come in here.
if I click on
Shifty's
him,
there.
no, it doesn't. It doesn't say
Careful,
open
agent.
session.
He could be anywhere.
Oh, the reward.
Should
It's
we
a
put some
vest.
chat?
It's
Tell him
it's
his
the
ass in
vest.
here.
The big giant thing right below me. Yeah, it's a vest.
Swiffy, get your button here.
Well, now I don't know where he's at with the manhunt, so we might have to run around and do it all over again. It's like 2 girls, 1 cup. The hell's that thing? What is that noise?
Immediate
Oh,
medical
for
assistance needed.
fuck's sake. Can I Oh, I'm
Vital
down.
signs critical. Agent incapacitated.
Sarge, I'm on this little opening over here. I'm gonna die, but I'm gonna try to get into this overhang. Yeah, I'm dead inside this overhang. If you can get to me.
Agent deceased.
Well, not even that, B. It's like you look at the industry and and the games that come out, right? And I'm not talking about just a consumer standpoint of you look at Game Pass, and just like you're saying, as you go through the menus and trying to find the game that's good or whatnot, you just kind of have a bunch of mediocre games, and you might have fun with them and you might have a grand old time with them, but they're just mediocre because they have to be on the service, right? They have to get them on the service. Shifty, if you want to come in, you can come in. I have no problem running. I don't know where you are and what bounty you're on.
What was it? Is he gonna do that stupid shit where if somebody comes in to help us, it's gonna say, they can't help you because they're not there yet.
Well, no, I think they can help you. It's just that they're going to have to do it again. They won't get credit for it. I don't think it has crossplay. Quintar, thank you very much for the 5 gifted memberships. Appreciate it. Silent Warrior got the gifted membership from Quintar. Where's the entrance to this thing?
Right in front of me.
Oh, okay. All right, let's go.
Nobody's coming in?
Nope, just us.
Okay.
Weapons free. Weapons free.
Take it slow. Don't overextend.
Fucking sniper fucking bot. Bye-bye, Phoebe.
System curtailed. System restored.
So, don't overextend. Sarge runs up there full blast. It's mowed down.
It was a sniper bot. He was gonna get me one way or the other. Don't miss. Sniper bots don't miss. That's the most hilarious part about them.
Oh, I think Survivor is going to be a really good game. Yeah, I think Jedi Survivor is going to be a...
Now it's clean.
Agent
Oh my
down.
god, dude. Some red goo bomb went off near me. Did you watch the trailer for the Marvels?
I did. It looks.
I couldn't even get through. I couldn't even get through it.
It looks. Well,
I just turned it off.
okay.
I just turned it off.
I'm saying this, and I know I'm being nitpicky, right? I know I'm being nitpicky. This one, it's coming from my background working in the film industry. Two, it's coming from just I understand it's Marvel, like Marvel, the company, not the Marvels, right? And that, as I said this earlier in my earlier stream today, I get there's guys that fly around and they're in suits and they're superheroes and there's like disbelief for certain things, right? But at the same time, it's in a set in a reality of like certain things still withstand, like gravity and like just things, you know, like that wouldn't make sense in actual reality. Minus the superheroes. In the scene, the very beginning, where Monica Rambeau's out in space, one, I don't know why you would collect data by touching it with your hand. Okay, it's an alien source. Like this woman doesn't learn her lesson. Like in WandaVision, she went through a force field and got superpowers, and now she's touching another thing out in space. Now, once she touches that thing out in space, she gets blown back in space. Anyone that knows space knows that she would now be moving at an extreme amount of speed backwards in that direction indefinitely, right? She's got no jet propulsion to try to stop her from spinning or anything. And now she's switched places with the girl who, not a trained person to be in space, okay? And she's floating in space now and just slows down and hits the space station where Nick Fury is. And I get it's comedic and whatnot. But I was like, she would just splatter her up against the thing. She would be a moving like trajectory of a piece of shrapnel in space, right? So if she's moving 1,700 miles an hour, she's moving 1,700 miles an hour towards the space station. You know what I mean? So that's one thing. Two, when Monica Rambeau switches places with Captain Marvel on the moon or the planet, wherever the fuck they are, she hits the ground like there's gravity. Okay? She's out there breathing the air, which looks like there's an atmosphere. Well, I hate to break it to you, if there was an atmosphere, it wouldn't look like the goddamn moon. There would be an actual atmosphere. So I'm confused. I'm also confused on when they switch places with each other. They're still wearing the clothing that they had on when they transferred to different places.
That's because woke fuckers are not nerds. There's a difference.
Okay.
That's the difference.
Well, if they
They
switch
don't
places, they
want to write comic movies, but they don't know anything about comics.
Wouldn't the astronaut's costume go with her? Like, wouldn't she be still in the astronaut outfit on the new location where the little girl would come into space and just die?
At 209 on the top shelf.
I haven't kept up with anything since Miss Marvel. Just been low tier since Endgame, besides No Way Home. I can't wait for Jedi Survivor fight. B1 Battle Droid. Watch those wrist rockets. Oh, for God's sakes, dude. This guy just keeps shooting. Thank you.
I don't know. I don't know if this is challenging. I think the game's broken. I gotta be honest.
It's that challenging.
Usually challenging means that we go down a lot. I just feel like the game has been broken for a while now. Ever since that
since the
update.
last patch. Yeah, since the last patch. Well, I'm not looking for like instant. Look, I'm not gonna watch the movie anyway, Krebsy. Right? Like, I don't give a shit about it. I just think it's funny that, you know, if certain things aren't gonna hurt, then why is Tony dead? Right? Why was Tony running out of air inside the spaceship in Endgame before Captain Marvel saved him? Right? Like, their own logic for certain things, it's like it works for one thing but doesn't work for another. You know what I mean? It only works. It only works when it needs to.
Some damage. Isn't that why?
What's that?
Was there his life support damage on the ship?
Well, they were running out of air because
why?
yeah. But that's what I'm saying though. Like, they're out in space, meaning they know that, okay, well, space has got no air, so you can't breathe. And yet in the trailer, Monica Rambeau lands on a moon with no atmosphere because there is no atmosphere. You can see it in the actual thing, and yet, you know, she hits the ground like a rock.
The yellow guy behind the purple guy, go left, go left.
There's a guy right on top of me.
Serious trauma detected.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I was healing. I'm down.
Sights are blocked here. I got one right over there.
Right, Akuda Papa. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't. Like, again, I'm not saying the movie's shit because of that. I just think it's funny that they don't stick to their own logic. Got a guy behind you, by the way. I'm gonna back up. Guy up to our right, up on the stairs next to us. Up here.
It's a medic that hasn't tried to heal anybody. Tell me the game isn't broken without telling me the game isn't broken.
Immediate medical assistance
A
needed.
lot of guys coming from the other side.
Yeah, I gotta heal again. They hit me with a goddamn.
Drones are free!
And the back over here.
Who the fuck is shooting me? I'm behind cover, man. I'm getting nuked. Like there's nothing in front of me. Wow. 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 Nobody runs in the open. Nobody.
My gun's got him pinned. Back over here. Okay. We clear from here?
Like the music's not going off correctly with the battle.
I don't have any
I
music.
just feel like we're right. It's just kind of.
I don't have any music.
Kind of
You
like
have,
whatever.
you have music?
Yeah.
I don't have any music.
I told you.
I can't get this.
Game is broken.
Okay, Krebsy, if she doesn't need a suit to breathe in space, then why in the first scene is she in a suit to breathe in space?
She doesn't want to make anyone feel bad. That she's better than them. That's why.
So which one is it?
better than them, and just
Can
wears
she
the
breathe in
suit.
space or can she not breathe in space? I just want to know where the line sits. But that's just it, though, right? Travis, we were talking the other day about attention to detail, like little attention to detail of stuff, right? And I'm okay if you want to set the parameters of something in a movie, cool, do it. Okay? But stick to what you're putting into the goddamn thing. You can't just willy-nilly just do it because that's what the script calls for. That gives no tension. That gives no grounding inside the world of what it is. Oh, I know what you're talking about, Travis. Yeah. No, absolutely. It's definitely lazy writing. And I've worked on sets before, and this is exactly how it goes down, right? This is exactly how it goes down. They write something. Somebody on set says, well, that doesn't make sense. And then the next person, which is probably a guy above the line, goes, well, if they're noticing that, then we have bigger issues. Okay? Well, let me tell you something. You got bigger issues. Because I'm noticing shit that doesn't make sense in the things that you said.
I'm getting attacked from both sides. I'm cut off.
I'm backing up. I'm being bombed.
Damn it.
What? No. Does?
In here! Can't move! Flank that asshole!
Oh.
Better heal.
I'm trying to, but I'm being bombarded non-stop by this robot here behind.
Enemy located!
Okay. Down. Oh, for God's sakes.
I get pinned down! Flanking us! My eyes!
Vital signs critical.
Get to a safe spot where you're not being shot at so I can fast travel to you.
Oh, I was going to pick you up.
I'm dead.
I know, I was going to pick you up. That's why I ran over here.
Negative visual.
Sniper trying to pick me off. Bunch of guys over there now. They're all coming beelining right towards me. Down.
They're not going anywhere.
Guy going up the stairs to the right. Out of bullets. My other gun.
Can't get in this door? I can't get in here, huh? Okay.
Jump down. Down.
Unknown network detected. Hostile striker drone detected.
You're not getting this door at all? Guess not.
No. That's how they made the board different, Mike. Different. Whole map's different. It's all procedurally generated. It's amazing.
I do like that they do change stuff up like that because it does
No,
like.
I have no problem with it, but the game is burnt out, old, and broken now, so it doesn't matter, right? What we're doing now is just clinging on to the dear life of what this game was. They just keep making another Manhunt for us to play around in. I can get another pair of Ray-Bans.
Oh, Krebsy, watch the trailer and then and then get back to me.
That was just mean. They just did right there. That was just mean.
Hostile civilian.
Okay. Okay, clear over here. I know we like walk up and they just they're just guys just chilling right there.
Look, the door's open, Mo. Oh, the door's open. Right.
Gotta find better cover.
Where did that person come from?
What? Where the hell did he even come from, dude? The little robot dog just come out of nowhere, dude. He just appeared in front of me. He just appeared. He didn't even open. He didn't even come out of a doorway. He was just there.
I think the guy just appeared next to me on my right. Lady just appeared. And then I came around the corner and then you got hit by the dog.
I think I was gonna switch back to the stoner because I have more bullets on a clip. Who are they shooting at? There's nobody there.
Guy just came up below the corner. Good.
Going for
An
the
agent
gun.
needs assistance.
Blinded.
You say so.
Frag out.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Coming up the flank.
Got a yellow guy coming around on the backside.
I know. He's playing American Gladiators with me. Dun 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 dun.
Go, make a move on him. I got him suppressed. Make a move on him.
Another guy just came down.
Guy
Two
coming
guys,
down.
two guys over by you.
Give me cover while I open the gun.
I got him suppressed. Get up there. Other guy just came up behind you.
He kept trying to punch me.
Three guys. More guys coming up.
You're not going for the minigun. Shut up.
Now they got the other minigun across the map.
Doesn't matter how lucky you are, you'll never win.
Don't listen to
Hear that, bro? We'll never win.
that lottery ticket.
The guy in the back over there.
That's him. This is the guy, Mike. Feel scared? I feel scared.
Terrified. This guy's kind of up behind me. Watch out. Guy up here with us. I'm reloading. It's okay. I'm reloading. Is he hiding from us? Look at this guy with a perfect grenade launcher over here. Going for the gun.
Hell he is. Down for Tourist Kellogg.
Kellogg, two
Part of
scoops.
He's part of a balanced breakfast.
Kellogg's 2 scoops of raisins.
Identification confirmed. Lord Cursed Kellogg. Status deceased.
Thank you for eliminating that threat, Agent.
Just decrypted another drone recording. Meet me at the castle.
Another one's available in 2 weeks? Jesus. So wait, is this the first week this guy's out?
Apparently.
I thought it came out last week or whatever.
Okay. Ooh, I got an everlasting gaze.
Everlasting gobstopper.
I don't know what that means. Probably means something interesting to somebody, but not to me. All right. We
This one I want
doing
to-
supply guys, or are we doing the Black Tusk stuff?
No, I'm good. We're done with the main thing. What was your question? Let me see what your question was. Sorry, I don't know how well you can answer this, but I've been played very much of the first Jedi game. I know the Dark Souls light, but was wondering how you would say the best to go about when playing it. You're talking about in Jedi Fallen Order. Like, what's the best way to go about playing it? As far as in what way? Like, I don't understand what you're asking as far as like the skill tree that you're going up, or I mean, it's pretty straightforward. That type of game. I mean, it doesn't feel like a Souls game. The best way I can tell you to play that game, it's not a button masher, right? It's not a button masher. So don't play it like one. It's all about blocking and countering. What are we doing, Sarge? You going to the main mission.
Keep myself busy.
Yeah, so make sure you're blocking. Like, I'm trying to get the rust off. I'm terrible right now. We played the last 2 nights. I played about 4 hours, like 5 hours worth, and I'm having problems right now with certain guys. I'm playing on not story mode. I'm playing the one above story mode.
Incoming hostiles detected. Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Holy Christ, dude! This dude up here is just taken out on me. My God.
I knew we could do it.
Okay, so here's the way this is the way I would do it, right? If you get good with the game, because you know every time you go to the meditation spots and if you rest, all the bad guys come back, right? So make sure you take out the bad guys. Okay? Take out the bad guys, go around, try to do as much as possible until your next checkpoint. If you're done with that area, that cleared spot before you get to the next meditation spot, then you know you're not going to go back for that section. So just go ahead and reset. Get your health back. 3 stem packs or whatever you have, and then continue forward from one meditation point to the next.
Detecting additional hostile contacts. Access key detected.
What in God's name is happening over here?
Like a war going on between multiple things over here. Yeah, Jedi Fallen Order is definitely a Souls-esque type of like Metroidvania type of thing, because sometimes you won't be able to get into a certain spot or place until you
that's old school.
unlock.
That's old school.
Like you won't unlock something. Like there'll be these walls that you can't get into until you get to a certain section, and then you have to go through like a dream sequence type of thing. And then you like relearn the ability. So you're going to be visiting places multiple times.
Access key detected.
Guys, is there?
They're overlapping. Stuff's overlapping. I was trying to tell you before.
This guy's shooting from like a mile down the road over here. Yeah, saving every time you're done with the section. The problem is with that game, as soon as you're done with the section, you might be really low on health. And just going to the meditation spot saves. But you don't get your health back until you actually rest. And then once you rest, all the enemies come back.
Hostage health is critical.
The hostage health is all green. What are you talking about? Critical.
Game's broke, dude.
Guy's at full health. Long fly ball up the middle.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
I used to love that game.
Sports Talk Baseball, right? That was Sports Talk?
Yeah, it was Tony La Russa's Sports Talk Baseball or something like that. That's what it's
I
called.
thought it was Sports Talk Baseball, right?
It was on the Sega. It was on the Sega Genesis.
Is critical.
Long fly ball up the middle.
Up the middle.
Like, which one is it? Is it up the middle or is it a long fly ball? Also, how are we supposed to protect this guy if he keeps running to the opposite side of the building?
Yeah, what's that music for?
Isn't that the rogue?
I don't know.
The hostage is dead.
Oh, the hostage is dead. Okay.
Hostile control point detected.
Didn't we just save him?
Hostage is dead.
All hostages
All
lost.
hostages are just-
All hostages are deceased.
What is happening right now?
There's multiple things happening. I told you.
Agent down.
What happened, Sarge?
Got more where that came from.
Yeah, we were talking about that just a little bit ago, about the Redfall stuff. Yeah, it's not about trash in the game. It's more of I'm more worried about that the game. Not really worried about the game itself. I'm worried about personally. I'm more worried about what the Game Pass, the products that they're going to release in the future, right? Because standards can be set low, and if they want to make it 30 frames per second, my thing is they say that 60 frames is coming later. Well, why don't you just wait and finish the game, right? Wait and finish the game, and then put it on when it's done, meaning the best
Gotta make
experience
money.
possible. But they would rather put it out on Game Pass now, and then update it later.
Reinforcements incoming.
Blue gun left side. Focus him down. Done.
More guys coming out the middle of the door. Reloading.
Anyone have line of sight? Solid drill. Take positions.
Guy on the right side. Got him.
Destroy that.
Hostile detected.
Loading again. 5 guys coming out the middle. Guys down.
I'll crush it.
I'm out of ammo with my main gun.
Damn.
Like, I enjoy a lot of games on Game Pass, right? Winzo? Like, I enjoy a lot of them. right? And even games that are subpar that get crapped on, like Gotham Knights, I enjoy. I enjoy some of those games. I'm worried though that a lot of these companies are just gonna throw out anything regardless if it's ready or not. And Game Pass is the perfect platform for them to do that. Because you're not paying the full price on that. Yeah, because everything they showed, Quintar, was from PC. That's why. We should play Battlefront 2 again. You still have it on your system, Sarge?
Maybe.
Maybe next week on Wednesday we'll play Battlefront 2. But do you really think 60 frames per second mode would save the gameplay of Redfall? No.
No.
That's not the point of the conversation, Silent Warrior. Like the problem is that, one, look at it from a business standpoint. They had all this time to tell you that 30 frames per second is what they're coming out with, but they chose 2 weeks before, meaning they were trying to work on it, but it didn't fly for them. So they're just like, we'll do it later, type of thing, right? One, we're on the next gen system. We're 3 years into the life cycle, and we're still not getting games at the higher frame rate that they said the system can do. I mean, sure, I could sell you a house and say it has air conditioning, but the air conditioning doesn't work, right? But it has an air conditioning unit. It just doesn't work, right? Let me sell you something that's a selling point of a system, but at the same time not make anything for it. I don't care if it's 30 or 60. I'm not a gamer that's not a shot at the people. I'm not a wine aficionado, right? Where there's like, oh, this is cheap wine and expensive wine. I don't care. I'm going to play a game if it's 30 frames or 60. I played Hogwarts Legacy on performance mode, right? I played at the better graphics.
Supply room access unlocked.
I personally don't care about 60-30. What I care about is the business practices of companies that try to pull one over on you, and they kind of just like slide by and get, and they get away with it. They get away with stuff by being dishonest about stuff or not telling you. And the go-to defense to anything that comes out on Game Pass is, well, you didn't pay full price for it, so it's okay. Right? And then make and what Krebsy's saying, right? I think it's Krebsy. Yeah. Krebsy says totally worth the $10 increase to $70. Where they make the problem. The problem is that games are getting too expensive and they have to raise the price. Right? And then they sell you the solution, which is, well, it's on Game Pass, so you can just play it. Right? You don't have to pay the $70. Well, I think, didn't Todd Howard say that Starfield's going to be 30 frames? I don't know if that was a rumor or was that an actual thing that came out. I remember hearing someone saying it was 30 frames, that they were shooting for that or whatever.
Used to think I'd live to be an old woman. Not anymore.
It's not sliding by? Oh, no, it is, though. Because they're waiting 2 weeks after. And they're just like, yeah, it's, oh, by the way, it's 30 frames, right? Like, they just say it in the passing, right? Sure, they'll get backlash for it, but it doesn't really matter. It'll fly by because the people that are going to play it are just going to go to Game Pass and play it anyway. That's right, Lurker. Todd said in general they shoot for 30, right? Do you think that the optimization issue, would it really have been that hard to make a 60 frames per second 1440 mode solely for the Series X? S would have gotten these frames 1080p. I mean, they said at launch, right? They said it's not going to be 60 frames at launch. And that's my whole point, though, for Game Pass. Right? It doesn't matter if the game is fully finished and ready to go. They're going to release it, regardless if it's optimized or not. And again, think about this. I said this earlier in the stream, but you weren't here. If the game comes out, and let's say it doesn't have a lot of people playing it right off the start, right? Obviously, they know that 60 frames is coming down the road. But if no one plays it, and let's say it gets really bad reviews, people are like, it's just a subpar game. They don't hit the marks that it wants to hit. Do you think they would put the time and effort to put that 60 frames in? Or would they just leave it there and let it be? Because they don't have to fix it at that point. Where'd you go,
Right,
Sarge?
what's your obligation?
The other thing on top of the price is imagine how much it will be done by AI instead of devs. It should make games cheaper, right? Right, in the future, yeah.
No shot. No shot. Those are the tree's profit margins. No shot. They'll
30
fire people and still charge the same amount. That's the whole job.
30
That's
isn't
the
going to agree
whole
with this,
job.
but this is put some blame on the Series S. I mean, sure, but the Series S could still do what they're doing as a downgrade, right? The X should still run at 60 frames. So I'm not going to say the S is holding back the X because they can literally 100% put the effort towards the X, but they choose not to. How'd you know they were coming out of the manhole cover, Sarge?
Because I've been playing this game for so long, I know where the exits are. That's why.
I meant at least it's already getting crapped on. It would have been worse if the gameplay was amazing and then they said only 30 frames per second. Well, we still don't know what the game is good or bad, right?
Yeah, but I think it's a scam. I don't understand. I think they're doing it on purpose at this point. I don't understand why that is an issue with the game now. We've already had the argument multiple times with different titles about whether or not it's 60 frames or not, right? Redfall, if it's not 60 frames, no fucking big deal. Is it a good game? That's all that matters. Is it a good game? Every other argument we've ever had is about the game not being 60, but it doesn't matter because if the game was good, it's good, and if it's not, it's not. Once again, we're starting up with this thing where it's a Game Pass game and it's not 60 frames. Like, how is that a correlation? What does it matter? Is the game good?
What's the hard thing? Stuff in the chat?
When does the game come out? Right?
It comes out 2 weeks,
game's getting ready to come out, who's played it? Right? Who has the early access? Who's been playing it? That's the shit I want to know. I don't care about the rest of it. A team-based vampire game sounds cool. Is it good? No, we're still arguing about 60 frames. Like,
well, we'll find out.
It's a non-issue.
We'll find out in 2 weeks if it's a good game. The hard stuff in the chat, that's like a thing they put in there, Krebsy. I haven't seen it myself. Yeah, there's a hard thing at the bottom. If you tap it, right, you can tap the heart or the smiley face or whatever, and it pops up. It's like Instagram or whatever, the TikTok or whatever. I'm not really too sure how to work it or what's it for. I don't see it on my end behind the scenes on the desktop. You only see it on mobile. $60 is not the problem. It's the symptom. It's not 60 because it's not done. No other reason. Right. And that's my point, Lurker. It's not done, but it's okay. I've said it in the past. They're going to put it on Game Pass regardless if it's done or not. If that's not done, right? If a 60 frames per second thing is not done, what else is not done in that game? You see what I'm saying? That is my issue with the whole thing.
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Oh, I just spawned on you and you're not even here. You already moved again.
Sure you
My God.
Make sure you pick up the.
I did. My core issue of the game is the lack of progression when you are in co-op mode. I would like to play with my friends, but not getting any progress.
Turn off the radar. I forgot that I'm not playing my match. I'm playing your match. Turn off the radar under options.
How do I do that?
Difficulty. Global options, and then make the turn off the radar thing. That gives us a 25% bonus.
Setting. Directive.
Yep.
Log of War revisited.
Yep.
Okay, that's on. Anything else?
I don't know how hard you want to make it. How fast you want to go up.
I don't care, honestly. I'm just bullshitting with chat as I'm playing.
All right, put on the special weapons for them as well.
Special ammo?
Yep. Now let's see what happens. Activate it.
Wait 30 seconds, right?
I'll have these guys dead before that happens.
Detected. Location guarded by hostiles.
Yeah, I'm with Sarge. If you want it to be 30 and 4K, say it and then finish it. Right.
I mean, when is everyone just going to wake up? When are we going to stop pretending like the information that we're getting is a surprise? Like, you're a developer. You're working towards a finish line. You know if it's going to be 60 or 30. You know this. Not that we're trying it out. No one's planning to try it out, right? Either it is or it is not. They don't work 17 months and go, well, we're going for 60, but if it doesn't happen along the way, we'll just bump it back down to 30. No, no, you're doing it one way or you're doing it the other. It's planned that way.
Winter, you think they're going to cap it at 60? I don't think they will.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Guy running too.
Who is shooting me? I'm behind a car. Who? Who's around? Show him to me.
Right there. Gray car. Your left.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Those guys shooting us from down the road over there.
Yep.
And boy, are they good shots.
Yeah, dude, that range.
They are. Where are they shooting from? That's pretty high up. Where are they shooting from? Oh God, behind me. I'm down.
Oh, Mr. Special Ammo.
Serious trauma detected.
Jesus.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
My favorite class was the I don't know the class off the top of my head, Travis. It's the one that has the clone trooper that has the jetpack.
The ARC Trooper.
Is it the ARC Trooper?
It's either the ARC Trooper or the Jump Trooper.
It might be the Jump Trooper. Yeah, Jump Trooper. I just like I just like the way you can move real fast and get in, get out type of thing. I'll just respawn, Sarge.
Don't respawn. Don't respawn. Don't respawn.
Okay.
I don't want to lose the actual thing.
Oh, did you respawn and you're running back? Okay.
Yep. Did you lose the,
I'm asking for 60 frames per second, which is half the maximum market of frames per second of 120. Hitting 30 is a quarter of the max. Yeah. And again, I'm not worried about the 3060 to be honest myself. I look at the 60 not being done at launch and going, okay, what else is not done at launch? That's my biggest concern. Guy running up to you. Throwing grenade.
Of course he is. Of course he is.
Over here. Hey, you spoke to John recently?
A couple days ago. Trying to set up a time to go watch John Wick.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet? Oh, you saw it already.
I did, but he wants to see it.
Oh.
Wait a second, wait a second. It says they're still here and there's one down the road. Alright, hang on. We're gonna have to kill this other one first. Because if we do the control point, we'll lock it up, and then we have to wait till we kill the control point.
Oh, is this
For
a
some
control
reason,
point?
it gets pinched. It gets pinched. And if you pinch the activity in between two things, you have to do that. You have to get rid of the activities around the area for it to activate.
There's a couple of little independent games coming to Game Pass that I might try out. They're all coming out in May, I think. There's like 2 or 3 of them.
Well, hello there.
A lot of guys back here.
One thing spawned into another thing. Can't finish one activity without activating another one.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Where are they coming from?
I don't know, I hear them. Jumping out the window over here.
Behind us?
Game is broken, dude. It's just... This game is broken.
Everybody. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like the other thing is done now.
Alright. So, I gotta pick this stuff up first.
Yeah, it's right here.
Supplies are on the ground, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll open up Pandora's box. Is Star Trek Online any good? I played it like
Yeah, it's kinda fun.
4 years ago, so I can't speak of it as like current. I know Sarge played it more than I did.
I played it for about 6 months. It's a little overwhelming at first. You really have to go through the tutorial and be patient, and it teaches you stuff, because if you try to jump in, you're going to lose your mind because you're not going to understand what the hell's going on. Right. That's done. Oh. Another hard supply thing.
ESO is another good game if you have the time to put into an MMO.
Yeah, ESO's good. ESO's done a real good job.
Rogue agent detected.
Oh, you got a rogue agent by you?
I'm right behind you.
Okay. Well, you heard that, right?
Yep.
All right, well,
Right here.
you hearing the music?
Yeah, right here. I hear the music.
Hear the music there?
Yeah.
I don't hear anything. And this is going to be.
It stops.
You know what?
It
Let's
stops. It stops
let's
right
not
at the
do it.
smoke right there.
Let's not do it. You have special weapons on, and if we run into them, it's going to be madness. Don't follow the arrow.
I don't have an arrow on my
You'll be
thing.
chasing, you'll be chasing them for an extra 3 blocks. I don't even hear the rogue music.
Yeah, I hear it still.
Game's broken, dude.
It's over now. As we turn that corner. Nope, it's back on.
It just cannot handle the amount of trash in this game. Don't understand why people just wouldn't burn it all.
Just the base game, to be honest with you, Travis, is I think 100% worth it.
Which game?
ESO.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's the best bang for the buck, for sure.
The
Especially at this point.
The problem is that they depended on the microtransaction of buy. Uh-oh, my battery's just died. Hold on 1 second.
Where are they appearing from?
All right, you there?
Oh crap.
You there?
You think you
Can you hear me?
I heard that.
Okay. Yeah, they make you, not make you, I should say, if you really want to like dive into ESO, you're not just playing it for the story. The extra storage and stuff like that, they definitely try to sell that to you. You know what I mean? It's totally worth it for if you do get it, but you're paying a subscription fee then.
You know, you can play for free for a while before and learn the game before you need to pay for it. That's
Yeah.
also for certain.
Yeah. Yeah. By the time you're like, I think you have to pay for storage. You're already loving the game.
You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Is there another guy behind me shooting me? I don't understand. Just that guy in front of
There
me.
could be a predator guy. There could be this guy that's invisible. You don't know.
What? They're behind me. Oh, I'm out of bullets. Oh.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Jesus. Okay. Yeah, something's definitely messed up. Like, these things just appeared, like, right then.
Yeah, they don't appear until you finish killing all the guys for the supply convoy.
Yeah, but it wasn't supplies, it was gear.
Incoming hostiles detected. Ski detected.
More guys? No?
Like stuff just appears in front of you now. It's like things just appear.
Yeah, something's off.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter, Mike. The new Manhunt's out. That's all that matters.
Lurker's like, ESO is always only online. Yeah, he got internet like a week and a half ago. Lurker.
Who did?
Travis.
What do you mean he got internet a week and a half ago? I thought he said he didn't have internet.
He got internet now.
Oh, congratulations, Travis. Does that mean all his opinions are going to change now for the next 6 months?
Yeah.
Detecting additional hostile contacts. Incoming hostiles detected.
All right, let's see. Where's the next one? Where's the next? Oh, we can get two. We might get two. This will be crazy. Might go down on this one. Hit record.
I don't need to record. I'm recording all the time.
Civilians in danger.
Where did you go?
Okay, remember there's two supply convoys here, not just one.
Detecting additional hostile contacts. Incoming hostiles detected. Hostile control point detected.
Also the control point?
It'll also be this loudspeaker if we keep going down this way.
It's a control point. Yeah, there's a control point down the street as well.
That's two. That should be like another level right there. All right.
Where's the second one? I didn't see the second one.
Keep walking
I see it.
west. You'll see it.
Nothing when I pick up this one, nothing.
think we can catch this one before it gets into the base.
There it goes. It finally gave me credit for it.
I want southwest exit. I want north.
I don't even see you on the map now. Oh, I don't know if you're going to get to them in time.
Well, I'll get there.
You're going to the one up in the middle of the... up above? Like northeast mall?
I'm going north. Yeah, I'm going north. I want rollerblades on my guys, man. That's what I want.
It's $15.99.
So I can skate around the world quicker.
Happening right here. What is happening here? These guys are like, it looks like they're fighting along this dude. For God's sake.
Just keep running. Just keep running.
Why did Redfall have to do a Gotham Knights with a 30 frames per second thing? It's a question that we ask ourselves all the time. Oh, I don't know if you're gonna get him, Sarge.
Well, I'll have to kill the control point because they're on top of it.
Past a whole bunch of other guys fighting, so they're probably gonna come over here as well. There's a group coming in behind you. There was a patrol. There was a patrol group coming in. Ooh, I just got. Oh my God.
Can't wait to get back to the settlement.
Get ready.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
I like the look of that.
Where are they coming in from?
Hostile supply convoy.
They're going around us. Not yet away. Quick, reload.
Where's the stuff at?
Watch that cover on our flank.
You already pick it up?
We can't pick it up yet until we finish clearing the control point.
Behind us.
Yep.
Coming for me! I'm here for you.
Oh, I forgot we put the radar off. I was like, I don't see anybody on the radar.
Yep. Head on a swivel. There it goes.
Supply room access unlocked.
Da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da.
Inventory is full of those things you pick up. The little
Yeah,
field
it's had
proficiency caches.
it's had problems though ever since they did the last update, Quintar. I don't know what they did. They broke the server system, and then since they fixed it, there's been something off about this game. So, 30, is there something curious of what you think? So, with how Suicide Squad had that rumor being delayed, and it's out in like 4 to 6 weeks, what's your opinion on what's going to happen? Do you think? What do you think? Maybe I don't think it's going to get delayed. I don't think it's going to get delayed. If they delay it now, we are literally what 5 weeks away. Doesn't it come out like May 26th or something like? It comes out a week. It comes a week after Redfall, doesn't it? It comes out like the 23rd? I forget when it comes out. The credible source heard wrong, etc. What do you think is going to happen? I think it's funny that up until this point, everyone said that it was delayed. People wrote articles about it. YouTube channels said that the game's being delayed. Some of them said rumored. Some of them said no, it's being delayed. Yet developers have yet to come out and say anything about Suicide Squad's being delayed. I don't think it's going to get delayed. I think it is what it is. I think it's a live service game. I think they're going to put it out, and they're going to fix it over time. That's what I think.
Sometimes it's nice to be a guard you. Just relax. Have it loads back.
And here's the thing. If it comes out and it's a good game, it'll speak for itself. Regardless if superheroes are shooting guns or whatnot, make a game, sell a game. Right? And if it's good, it's good. But it doesn't have to be good. You know why? It's a live service game, and they're selling cosmetics.
Hostile broadcast picked up. Incoming hostiles detected. Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Okay.
I'm right here. Give me a second.
I mean, I think it should be a good game. Like a vampire game where you're after vampires, the AI is good, the boss fights would be cool, you get some special weapons, ultraviolet guns and stuff. I mean, it sounds good.
Oh, I was talking
the way
about
they
Suicide
keep-
Squad.
Oh, I don't see. They're still talking about the gun thing, right?
Well, they were talking
Because
weeks
there's
ago. About a month ago, they said it was going to be delayed. That was a rumor, but there's been no word that it's delayed. I'm looking for another game like this, Winzo. You know what I mean? Like, I'm looking for another game. If Suicide Squad does this, where I can just run around with Sarge and we're just shooting stuff and having fun, I'm okay. But on top of that, it's Rocksteady, and Rocksteady has always made really good single-player, story-driven games. Now, I understand this is not a single-player game, but they still make good story-driven games, so I don't see why this would be any different. Until they prove me otherwise wrong, you know what I mean?
I'm full. I gotta go back.
I think we hope to do the because yes, you don't want people mad, but at the same time, be listening to the small amount in the end instead of sticking with your vision, right? And that's a thing, right? If their vision was that, but also their vision was like we have to shove microtransactions in, as long as the game is good, is it good? Does it come out? Is it fun? I get that the people are upset that Captain Boomerang is using a weapon, and all the characters are using weapons. Oh, wait. I want to get rid of guns like that. I gotta go over here.
Craft something?
Go to optimization next. I forget what order you do this in.
Expertise first.
No junk in the category. Donate junk. Out here. Oh. Shotgun. Do. Now we sell everything else.
Low prices.
Heartbreaker we can. Capacity. Heartbreak. Weapon handling, rate of fire.
Is everybody done talking about Hogwarts now? Are we moved on to the next thing?
Recently they just the mod community for Hogwarts they did a server that had like 150 people on it. So they're trying to make it into like obviously you can't use your spells or anything right now, but they're getting everyone around and they're having like little like role playing of things inside the game right now. Should I scrap or sell?
You want to scrap because you want the pieces so you can upgrade other guns.
I just realized I was just thinking what people complain so much about games nowadays. I mean, they complain. I think everyone complains about everything. We're not going out and hunting and stuff, so a lot of people just have a lot of free time on their hands to complain about everything.
Like people demanding watermelon be acceptable in the middle of winter. Those people. How come there's no watermelon? Because it's not seasoned, dude. It's not every food all the time. Figure it out.
A lot of people in this world, stars that don't know where meat comes from or vegetables.
They think no. I got one worse for you. People think that food just appears in the fucking supermarket, bro.
That's what I'm saying. No,
Like
we know it
appears.
firsthand. Yeah, appears. Yeah, they don't understand that. Like
it spawns.
I've had
like a video game, like the food spawns.
I've
at the
had
supermarket.
people come to the farm and go, "Oh, what do you use the cows for?" And I'm like, "For meat." And they're like, "What type of meat?" I'm like,
All of it.
"Hamburgers, ground, steak,
it.
like everything,
Ribs.
like where you get everything from the store." And they're like, "Oh, baby cows. What do you use those for?"
Veal.
And I go,
Veal.
"What's your favorite food? What's your favorite meat?" They're like, "Oh, I love veal." I go, "Well, there you go. You're looking at it." I go, "That's veal." And they're like, "What?
Exactly.
What?
Right.
Oh my god!"
You-
Right?
You have a phone in your hand. You can ask it any question you want. Even before ChatGPT, you can look up anything in your phone. Your phone will tell you everything on the fucking planet, and you don't know where fucking
No.
veal comes
No,
from.
we had really nice lady. She was our cleaning lady when we first moved in the house, and we had my son when he was younger. She would come over and she saw the cows and goes, "What are those for?" I said, "There's for meat." And she's like, "Well, what type?" And I said, "It's for hamburgers and stuff." She goes, "I thought hamburgers were pigs."
Here we go.
Because
I can't, dude.
because
I can't.
I looked at her and I was like, "Are you messing with me right now?" And she's like, "No." And I'm like, "Yeah, no. Hamburgers are ground beef made from cows."
You know how you solve that problem? You ask her. I thought I came from a pig. Did you ever type on your phone where the hamburgers come from?
Yeah.
Never? You never thought about it? You just
Right.
thought, and that's it? Your thought is the fact?
We get people.
Jesus fucking Christ,
We
dude.
get people that don't know that a chicken lays an egg every day, basically, right? We don't.
Every day.
Yeah, they don't understand like anything that happens to anything with food wise. It's an absolute clusterfuck when people come and ask questions, right? When they ask about like sheep and lamb and all the other stuff, they have no idea. They'll walk into the store, they'll grab a thing that says steak or rump roast, but they don't understand that it's coming from the actual things they're walking by. It's amazing. Fucking amazing. You can't make this stuff up, chat.
I'm telling you right now, bro. One EMP. One EMP, and these guys will be eating their own dogs. Okay?
No, they wouldn't, because they wouldn't know how to. They wouldn't know how to do anything with to kill their dog.
Fucking ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, people think they don't. Do you understand that people like? Okay, go to a restaurant and order 10 wings, right? They think that the wings are like from like one fucking bird. Like count the wings on a chicken. Okay.
I can't even do it, dude. I can't
Okay.
listen to these fucking people.
Then there's people that don't know that like everything on the chicken's edible. Like people eat the fucking feet and the
Liver.
the liver, everything.
everything.
Right? We sell bone marrow. We sell everything, man. Nothing goes to waste. When we slaughter a cow we're the stuff that the people don't want to eat. We smoke like the ears and stuff like that, and give it to we sell it for pet consumption and stuff like that. We sell everything, every part, the tongue, the liver, whatever, everything. Yeah, it's amazing. People don't understand where vegetables come from, right? They don't understand where vegetables come from. They don't understand that it actually grows on a plant. Their mind is blown. Amazing. It's so ridiculous. Yeah. Well, those milking cows? Well, there are milking cows, but you know, what happens to a milking cow after it's done milking? When it gets too old, right?
Hamburger.
Like people think that the chickens only lay consistently for like anywhere between like 9 and like 14 months. Then they start to it's not worth the time to feed them. It's not worth the weight in food because they don't lay as much anymore. So then we take those birds and we use them as, you know, for food. So we have laying eggs, the laying hens, and then we have the ones that are done laying. Then you use them. Like, it's amazing. People don't understand.
I don't even know who they're fighting.
I can't see shit. I can't get out of here. Who is shooting at me? Do you guys know? To bring this up, right? This is insane. Okay, so the European countries, and some of you guys over there can talk maybe better on this. I read an article. Okay, so this is real. I thought this was an Onion report. Okay, that in the UK, they're trying to stop farmers from having cows with gas, like cows fart, and they're ruining the actual atmosphere, right?
No.
So, Bill Gates, okay, who owns now the most largest independent property of farmland in the world, not the country, the world, also has a company that makes this stuff called red seaweed, okay? Made in a lab to stop the cows from farting.
Mental, dude. Just mental.
Right? This is not a joke.
This
is actual real. Okay.
Cows have to fart, dude. That's how it works.
People are worried about cows farting to save the planet. Oh my god, dude. Can't. I can't. Hurts my brain. People are trying to save the environment, right? They want to save certain things, and yet they use a cell phone that uses coal for the batteries and anything with batteries. And then they drive a Tesla that also uses more coal to make the batteries in the car, right?
And you can't have a discussion with people. Just stop.
They don't know that the batteries actually cause more harm than actual fuels, the natural fuels from the planet. But hey, whatever. You do you. Know how you save the environment and humanity. That's the only way. Well, maybe. I don't know. My New Year's resolution was to stop farting.
You can't explain it. You can't explain it to people like the the other 75% of the world
Detected.
slowly developing, that's because they're behind us, right? They're behind us. They're slowly developing. And so what do you think they're going to use when they start to develop? They're going to use cheap resources in order to build their economies. That's how everyone did it.
Right.
And so you think that because now you're on top, you're going to stifle the economy of every other nation because of your goodwill towards the planet? That's not how this works. The only way that this works is we innovate and we build and we find new ways of circumventing the problems that we are causing. That's how this works. You can't stop the developing world. You can't tell them they can't use oil and coal and wood because they're trying to build their economy because you think you have a conscience now. Like, that doesn't work, man. It doesn't work.
Yeah, Kuda Papa,
brain dead.
100%.
You're
Yeah.
brain dead.
Yeah, solar panels are worse for the environment than coal. That's correct. Wind turbines and solar panels are worse than, yeah.
Okay, let's just go here.
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
We're going to the control point.
Raise it up. Find something that's nearby. Raise it up.
Okay.
Just baffled by everyone's just short-sightedness on how like the world fucking works, man. Like you literally, instead of saying someone grows up with a silver spoon in their mouth, like they have no idea. They have zero idea how the world works.
None. Zero. You just put stuff on TikTok and stuff happens.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Where at?
Detected. Nearby location guarded by hostiles.
Oh, right here.
Access key detected.
My new rule institute ready from now on is every parent should make their kid have to help out on the farm Clarkson style. My son knows. I mean, he's 9. Well, he'll be 9 this year, and he understands. Like, we literally just got 3 ducks for him to take care of. Right? He's learning the process of what the duck is. It's a pet right now for him,
Hostile control
right?
point nearby.
But those ducks will start laying eggs. And then we're going to take those eggs, and then we're going to have him sell his eggs to our farm store. So he's going to sell them to Grandpa, and then Grandpa's going to sell those eggs in the store. And he's got to take care of those ducks. So that's like his job. So what he makes from his ducks, and the ducks, we have 2 girls and one boy. So each duck will lay 1 egg per day. So in a week he'll have a dozen eggs, right? To teach him the whole process. 1 of what it takes to take care of an animal. We have a dog, right? 2, to teach him what goes into the process of making the egg and how much food goes into it, and then putting some sweat and tears into his make the money.
Access key detected.
Well, I'm not. I'll be honest with you, Travis. I am not the farmer, right? I married into a family I think everyone should have to serve at least 2 years in the military, then turn 18. But all people disagree. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I agree. I agree because there's a lot of people that take everything they have for granted. Well, that's because the people that you're looking at, Silent Warrior, are not people that are trained. You know what I mean? They're 18-year-old buffoons that haven't done anything and think everything is, you know, handed to them from their parents. That's the difference. I married a farmer, so by that means I am a farmer. Okay. That's not where I wanted to put that. What the hell just hit me? Oh god, more guys coming in. Left side, left side.
Detecting additional hostile contacts. Well, overheated. Oh, I'm down.
On the minigun so you can take out this damn flying thing.
I can't get him because it's too high up. I'm down again.
Agent down.
I didn't see today's episode, Krebsy. All the engines out?
I thought there was another weak spot on the damn thing. There isn't one?
I thought you could kill the guns thing at the bottom, couldn't you?
I thought so too.
Forward. Who are they shooting at?
We got guys around us. There's guys in here.
Oh my god, I'm down. Jesus Christ.
Agent incapacitated.
Star guy up, Starman's up.
Is he getting you? Because I'm dead.
Yeah, he's gotten me.
Let's run into this hallway over here. Shotgun guys right by you.
Target's getting near!
Where are you?
Outside the door.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Outside the door.
Yeah, I'm on fire now. I love how we got like 6 green guys. Nobody can kill this guy.
Hey, he's like Rambo. The dude over there is like John Wick.
Vital signs critical.
I'm down. That'd be actually
What
a
are
good
we talking about,
a
dude?
good game.
Agent
Like John Wick like this. Everyone's wearing bulletproof fucking suits. Oh, for fuck's sake. Here, eat that. This. Dear Lord.
By the way, if I feed the cows this mystery food to stop them from farming, don't you think that the cows are now got something wrong with them and I have to
Yes.
feed the cow?
Yes. Especially
Exactly.
especially since the fucking thing is being made in a fucking lab.
A lab. Yeah.
Dude, this guy's harder than fucking a boss. Like, what is happening?
Game's broken, dude. I keep trying to tell you this.
Who is still firing at us? Oh, the guy. It's like happening right now.
He's broken.
supply room access unlocked.
It would have gone different.
Viking, I also believe that you think everyone should join the military for 2 years. I think everyone should also get punched in the face at least once. Everybody should just get literally. I'm dead serious about this. I think everyone should take a punch to the face.
What?
Just so
Why?
just so they know how it feels.
Why?
Just so they know how it feels.
Today's your day. You're 18.
Yeah,
Pow!
you just
Welcome to manhood.
right? You punch them in the face. You know why? If you look at any other animal in the history of the planet, kittens are born, dogs, puppies are born, and all the brothers and sisters, all they do is bite, paw, and they know the difference of like what's right or wrong based on that, right? If you take a puppy away from the mom and the dad and the litter, they don't know that playfulness or what hurts, right? So if you take away a puppy too young from its litter, it doesn't know the difference of hurting someone when they're biting and whatnot. Okay, so at an early age, they're right now. I'm not saying we go around, baby on baby punching each other, but what I'm saying is, as an adult, teenager or something, that you get punched in the face. Everyone should expect to get punched if they're disrespectful. I don't care about gender either. Everyone, right? Baby on baby combat. Yeah. I'm not talking like, you know, you go up to a baby and just like smack him in the face.
Baby on baby combat. There's two infants with knives in their hands.
Oh man.
The world is pretty close to that, man. Believe me. All right, did this base change? Did it get different?
Baby on baby combat. Yeah. I don't think it changed, Sarge. I'm pretty sure it didn't change.
It looks like some other stuff happened here. Yeah.
No. I'll go back from 3 weeks ago and look at the video when I walked through the last time. I guarantee you it didn't change.
Well, it says side mission here. Can you activate the side mission?
No.
No.
Oh, I got a decrypted key. Okay. Don't move. Last time we moved, it got... Can you hear what's going on?
No. Why would I? Game's broken.
Yeah, I think anytime people tell you a rumor is just a rumor, they're trying to cover something up. So yeah, I think the rumors are true. Shit, don't worry about
This is why I think games like Farm Simulator and those kind of things are good, because it teaches people how things are, like how things are grown. Like,
sure.
If we're not going to learn from a friggin' book, then at least make the video game version of how to teach people in a book.
Yeah, but then you have like people like my son who just put the subsidy signs down. Like, this is easy.
I get why you had to take
Government money.
drove him to some really dark places.
Mission complete. Get complete mission?
Nope, not my game.
It shouldn't matter if it's your game or not.
It does, because the game is broken. I keep trying to explain that to you. You don't want to listen. Broken game. I'm just enjoying going up levels every 2 things. That's great. Let's do this. More SHD.
Yeah, I think I'm done for the night.
One more. Yeah, one more.
Hold on. I went up quite a bit of levels.
Of course you are, because all we're doing is supply caches. Turn the map thing off and you put the weapon thing on?
I went up, what, 3, 4, 7, 13, 16 levels?
Yep. Yep.
One more time. Or just trust the developer one more time. Yeah.
Huh?
Well, I'm not a fan of the series, but I need more money. Like, at least then you're lying and saying that you're a fan. Right. Well, they're doing the Harry Potter series. I said in Discord, I said the only way they could fuck up Harry Potter on HBO is by changing genders, not staying with the original story, and swapping genders or races. That property will print money for them. All they gotta do is keep it the same. You know that's not gonna happen.
Can't do it. Can't. The voices in their head tell them not to. Who is shooting me?
Behind us, they came out the door. I got
In
him.
the middle of healing, and I keep getting one shot, and I stop, and I one shot, and I stop. It's the control point we accidentally came up on.
Yeah. I don't know if it accidentally came up on. Yeah, I believe you should get like some sort of self-defense class. Like you got to join, you got to do karate for like a semester. Right? You get, just like you got to learn how to drive. You got to learn how to take a punch. You got to work. You got to work. You know what? I'm gonna start my own university, like anybody else. My classes are work a fast food restaurant for 1 day.
1 day.
Yeah, 1 day. No, just 1 day.
Oh, 1 day.
1 day, you got to work in a fast food restaurant. We do real life scenarios. Okay, 1 day, 5 people don't show up. You're by yourself, and the fucking ice cream machine breaks. Okay, the next class is you're a server and you're in the weeds. What do you do?
Cry. You go into the fetal position and you cry. That's what they do.
You take a punch. You take a punch. You do a karate course. You got to go grocery shopping, right? You got to go grocery shopping, and you only have $10, and you got to bring home. You got to, and you got to bring home 15 items. Okay.
Game over, bro. You failed that class for sure.
Like, you got real life scenarios that happen. You got to work a register, and everyone's paying cash. And the screen goes down, and it doesn't tell you what the change is.
Over. Over.
Detected.
Ramen all day. Real life scenario. Your car's out of gas, and you're stuck in the middle of a highway. What do you do? And your phone's dead. What do you do? You can't call mommy and daddy to help you. Another course. You go for a job interview, and the guy says no. You gotta put gas in a lawnmower. See if people can do it correctly.
We wipe them out.
Hell yes.
Supply room access unlocked.
Right, how many people would put the wrong gas in? Akuta Papa, right? How many people would put the wrong gas in?
Right, so the cases are over here somewhere.
Oh, there was cases? Oh, I hear them.
Yeah,
There they are.
see how high your XP goes from picking up this one thing.
Nothing happened.
It's broken.
It might
Surprise.
might come in a little bit later.
Oh, there's one more. More in the zone. Over here.
Are we in the auto zone? The sign just fell off the... After the battle, the whole sign fell off the wall. And for the final course, you have to go into a... you gotta go to an online chat room into Call of Duty just to listen to people scream at you and call you names. That's it. And not get offended.
I'll get you next time.
After you do all that, you can get a diploma.
Hostile control point nearby.
Finish with the.
Where?
Hostiles detected.
Alright, see how high it goes up now?
Over here. 128,000.
Alright.
Yeah,
It's time to stop.
I think I went up another 2 levels.
Yep. I have to go to that zone and do the mission thing so I get the credit for it.
Which one?
Back to the settlement where
settlement,
you
yeah.
activated the thing.
Wait, what's that board in Hell Let Loose with the giant bridge in between the...
Oh, I hate that map. It's Ramagan.
Man, that was a rough go. I never played it before, and I got on there and we were on that bridge, and it's super impossible to get across because they're just like fucking airstriking the thing.
All you got to do is an airhead. You use an airhead. That's all you do.
Oh. We couldn't get across, and then there were just people underneath the bridge that were shooting up and stuff. It was rough. Just your computer's not gonna get there by tomorrow, right?
Let's see what the tracking number says.
I mean, it should tell you like what day it's supposed to ship to get to you.
Sure, it does. FedEx tracking.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ooh, it's on time, bro. Right now, it's in Texas.
Okay.
Right? It says scheduled by 4/14.
4/14. Oh, that's Friday.
Mhm.
Okay, so then no podcast tomorrow. Okay. So do you want to play Hell Let Loose tomorrow night or no?
Yeah, I'll play.
So we can do that tomorrow night then. The podcast is here on this channel, Quintar, but we haven't had a podcast it'll be a month tomorrow, because Sarge's computer blew up, and so next week will be the first one back. So that's next. What is that? That will be the 20th. So April 20th will be the first show back for GXG, and it's on the same channel right here, 8 p.m.
I think you should check the video to see if it changed a little bit, Mike, because it looks like it's changed a little bit. The base does.
Agent.
Yeah, there's a podcast playlist. If you missed any of the past broadcasts, you can go watch those, and then the new one will just continue on this channel as well. If you want to go watch like the old shows, they're up on Spotify.
A hostile control point detected.
It's the same. Nothing's changed. If anything, it'll change on season 12. They'll change it.
Just in time for it to shut down.
Some of the videos about Redfall being 30 frames per second are funny. We might talk about it a little bit tomorrow morning. Like do a segment. If not, I'll play some more baseball. Not sure yet. I don't know how I want. I might just read articles. Maybe what we'll do is we'll watch other people's videos talking about it, and then we'll read articles about it, and then I'll give my thoughts on that as well. I can give you an estimate on when it will get to you based on 4-digit number. Okay, if you get other FedEx packages, tell me what the number on the sticker is, and then the number format. Is it 3-4 number tracking number, 3-digit, and located number 4-digit? You understand what I'm saying, Sarge?
Do anything?
He can tell you. He can tell you the estimated based on the 4-digit number.
It tells you on the screen when it's coming by.
He knows more.
Okay.
I think it's getting traveled. I don't think it's going by airplane. I think it's going by truck.
Gotta be.
Airplane. It'd be here already.
It'd be done.
You should title your video tomorrow, "Shocking News, Redfall Surprises Nobody with How Crappy It Is." Yep. I worked for FedEx, and I can give you a rough estimate on when it might be there. Most likely at FedEx Ground, yeah. Well, it says the 14th. Would it be there? Would it get earlier? I don't think it would get earlier. Regardless, it probably will not be there by the time our show goes off at 8 p.m.
Yeah, I gotta do setup. I gotta download a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, they'll have foam inside your computer, so you'll have to take the side off and then remove the foam pieces from the inside. Because you get shift. Shifting
I
happens.
gotta test it. I gotta load up the app that they sent me to make sure the computer works and let them know if the computer works. This whole process with this fucking thing.
Hostile control point nearby.
Then I really should buy a mouse. I gotta buy a new mouse. Is what I need to buy.
Buy a new mouse. We have to discuss Deadfall. I'd rather watch something that looks good, like Jack Burton scratching his butt or whatever they do in baseball. We might just do baseball. I don't know what we're doing yet. I've been in this mood, Travis, where I don't really care about the news. I don't know if it's because we haven't been doing Generation X gaming. I just don't care, right? Because I feel like
It's all the same.
hey,
It's all the same.
it's exactly what I was just gonna say, Sarge. I feel like
It's all the same.
no matter what I say, I've said it before, and I feel like a fucking broken record, saying the same shit over and over and over again. And I'd rather play a video game and sound like a broken record than just sound like a broken record, you know? Yeah, none of it is surprising.
Here's a good story for you. Do you actually believe Sony was in the right to cry for 6 months? No.
Well, did you see the
No,
new?
they were not.
Did you see where is it? There's a new thing that's happening. I think I posted it in Discord. Hold on, let me see. There was an article of some other people trying to sue Microsoft. Where is it? Oh, did you guys see this one? I thought this was funny because there was a couple of people commenting on the podcast I did with Lono last week because I mentioned the 3 billion devices and stuff, and then there's people in the comment section that are talking about how I'm delusional and I'm a Xbox fanboy, even though that's not what I was talking about at all during the entire time when I was on the show. But right here it says, according to a new report from the industry analysts, the DFC Intelligence, a group of researchers, the gaming industry, with the goal of delivering, analyzing, and forecasting reflects the market realities instead of hype and wishful thinking. There are now 3.7 billion game consumers globally. 3.7. Okay? That's including console, PC, and mobile games, right? Yep. It's amazing that this article came out on 1 day ago, which would be Tuesday. And on Friday last week, I was talking about how Microsoft is trying to get in that market of the 3 billion devices and consumers, right? They don't really care about the 88 million people that own an Xbox or Game Pass, right? So I just find it absolutely hilarious. Then there was also the other article about the suing. Where is it?
Battlefront 2 is still on here.
Okay. Yeah. Sony has produced documents for plaintiffs in gamer lawsuit. 10 gamers have band together to sue block of Activision merger under the Clayton Act, and Sony has provided key documents to plaintiffs in the case. It's amazing. Sony's literally going out like this fucking deal. We need to delay this as much as possible.
I've never seen a company cry so badly about somebody else owning a game.
Yeah, so next Wednesday, since we're waiting for this 2 weeks, we'll play Battlefront 2 next week. Next Wednesday.
You might want to start playing beforehand because you're rusty.
No, I'll just go in. That's... Their suit got dismissed. They refiled though. Oh, so the article that I have here is obsolete. This one was yesterday at 3:38 p.m. So they. No, Mantis, there's no GXG. Sarge's computer arrives on the 14th. So I don't know if it's about the refiling. Let me see. 10 gamers, plaintiffs, 10 gamers have band together. Microsoft under parts of the Clayton Act. A new court filings reveal that Sony has provided documents to the plaintiffs. Microsoft wants to buy Activision. All the gamers are tremendous benefits. The acquisition, including the addition of Activision Blizzard, strongly against it. And the band together collectively and Microsoft has attempt to block the deal. There was a 3-2 C blah, 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 whatever gamer lawsuit filed the District of Northern California courts. The new joint conference filing document 81 reveals that the interesting development in the case, according to the filing, Sony has developed 2 phases of documents to the plaintiff's legal counsel. Remember that Sony has vocal oppose merger every turn going so far, and the deal is anti-competitive to PlayStation. Plaintiffs also actually served multiple subpoenas and documents requests relevant parties, including Activision, Blizzard, Nintendo, Sony, and Nvidia. Yeah, I think this is definitely new. Yeah, so on January 27th, 2023, the plaintiffs issued a subpoena to Sony Interactive Entertainment. Sony agreed to produce documents to the plaintiffs. Sony made a production of a document plaintiffs on March 9th. Plaintiffs issued a second subpoena on Sony with a request for production documents on March 10th. Yeah, so this is an updated. I just find it funny. See, I come from, again, I don't.
Put an OP down, please.
I don't have a side. I don't have a side. PlayStation or Xbox. I talk about games. I don't have a fictitious flag planted in a plastic box. I don't sleep with the box underneath my pillow. I never understood the console war mentality. I have both. Or to Sony, but I play on both. I play different games on each system, and some of the games on both. Yeah, it does make a difference. Yeah, we're gonna do a GXG marathon. We're gonna make up 4 shows in one evening. We're gonna do an 8-hour. No, we're not doing that. Oh yeah, what are they saying? Water? Is it good? Subpar. Console wars are good for us consumers. In what way though? How's it good? It's not like you're rooting for a sports team. I mean, I guess you could compare it to that. Breeds innovation? Well, that's for the companies, not for the consumers. You see what I'm saying? Speaking of it, it's good. Oh, you're saying it's good for the consumers. Got you. Yeah, competitiveness is fine, but being a fan of one thing, like it's a sports team, is not good. But competitive of Sony, Nintendo, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you want competition.
Hostile control point identified.
Correct, Viking. But if there's no competition, like for instance, if there's no competition for EA to have a football game or a soccer game, they only have to do the bare minimum because they're the only kids on the block. Bad mouthing a company enough is like bad advertisement. Look at what happened when Microsoft tried raising the price of Xbox Live Gold 120. Instant regret. That's completely different though than competition, right? Again, being a fan and hating on Sony because you're an Xbox person or hating on Microsoft because you're a Sony person makes no sense. It's not like you're getting like these companies give two shits about you, right? If they were on both, it'd be like, cool, choose whatever games you sell me, and the system's pretty much as a mini free. Right, well, that's what Xbox is trying to do. Xbox is taking all their games and putting it on PC and Xbox, and they don't care where you play it. If you play it on the X Cloud, if you play it on your X, your S, PC, they don't care. They're just trying to get you on the service. It has to be logical hate, though. Something that could be changed, not just Sony sucks. They can change anything. Oh, sure. If you're talking about constructive criticism, that's completely different than just fan. I'm talking about fan hating. Like you're a fan of Pepsi and you hate Coke because you like Pepsi, right? Like that type of thing. If you're a PlayStation fan and you hate everything that Microsoft does because you paid $400, $500 for the same plastic box on a different side. That's what I'm talking about. Well, no, Viking. You'll have someone come back and go, well, I use Linux, or I use Apple, right? That's what they'll say. Yeah, see, there's Travis. He's that guy.
Hostile control point nearby.
Again, Coke or Pepsi, I'll drink both. I prefer Coke, but I also don't shit talk Pepsi. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right, chat. We are done for the evening. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Tomorrow is Thursday. There is not going to be a Generation X Gaming podcast. Sarge's computer comes in on the 14th. So we'll be back next Thursday, officially. Generation X Gaming episode 348 will be on the 20th of April 20th. So we'll be doing that show on that night. We've been posting. You guys like the baseball? I've been posting all the series. So if we play the Marlins 3-game series, that's a separate video. I did not put those on the subscription. So if you're a sub to the channel, you're not getting any notifications for that. But if you want to watch that footage of those games, we had talks in the morning as well. So they're like broken apart. The entire video is up there for the 2 hours and 15, 20 minutes is up there. But if you don't want to watch a 2-hour stream and you want to like just watch bits and pieces of it, watching Jack Burton go through the season, you can go watch those separately. There's a playlist, and you can go watch those as well. I appreciate everyone coming out. Thank you very much for the gifted membership. Quintar, appreciate it very much for the gifted memberships last night and also this evening. If you guys are in the channel and you have a white name and you want to become a member, Quintar did gift. I don't think all of them have been taken, so you're more than welcome to make sure just click on that button so you can get the actual membership happening here. Yeah, so we'll be back tomorrow at 10 o'clock. We might talk about the Redfall stuff for a little bit, or we might just play some more baseball. Whatever we do, I'll see you guys at 10 o'clock. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that like button. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.